Welcome to Unboxing What Matters, a podcast brought to you by Deraz. In each episode, we will unpack the opinions, topics, and big ideas that are inspiring and changing our world today. I am your host, Mimi Nicklin. Welcome to the show. Hello and welcome back to Unboxing What Matters. Today I'm here with Michelle Lee, who is the Vice President of Brand and Communications at Dubai Airports over in the United Arab Emirates. And we're going to be talking about how purpose drives growth in a multicultural organisation. Michelle, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Mimi. Thank you for inviting me. It's such a pleasure to be able to spend some time talking to you about multicultural leadership.
You're so welcome. I'm really excited about the conversation. There couldn't be a better team to be talking about this than yours, and a more important time in history to be having these discussions around multicultural leadership. So let's start with that, Michelle. What is this? What is multicultural leadership? How do you define it? And why do we need it in our workplaces today?
I'd say that our multicultural leadership can be defined as engaging and leading a workforce comprised of individuals from diverse cultural backgrounds. So I'd say that's our formal definition of multicultural leadership. And I think especially here in Dubai, we need it more than ever because of this diverse workforce we have here in the city. And especially at Dubai airports, we've got something like 123 nationalities. Wow. So it's very diverse. It's lots of different cultures. And it's really important to actually understand these different points of view when dealing in a highly cross-functional and complex organisation like Dubai airports, and where we have like real delivery, real-time deliveries that we have to actually get out there. Bags have to arrive on time. Planes have to take off on time. So I think it's the more important. It's very important for us to actually embrace multicultural leadership. And I think it's a process. It's what is important to highlight is a process that is crucial rather than the actual endpoint.
I mean, absolutely. Dubai is one of those cities where we have, as you said, way more than 100 different people sitting in our workplaces working together. But it's, of course, a city that is very much perceived as being fast growing, innovative, changing. So there is, and I'm sure at the airport as well, being the biggest airport in the world, there is a requirement for performance, right? For people to be able to perform within their roles. So in your experience, what's the role of individualism within this multicultural world? And as leaders, how do we ensure individual responsibility within such multifaceted organizations?
I think it's really important to encourage individualism because I think people bring different perspectives to the team and to the organization. And I personally believe that leads to a much better outcome when you actually celebrate different perspectives and harnessing the different perspectives that people are bringing to solve problems. And I think also what has been challenging, especially in cultures that have been highly corporate, is that there's been a corporate way of doing things. So we need to evolve to actually say it's okay to still do the way that we do things that are at a corporate level, but we're going to get a much better outcome. We're going to get a much more harmonious workplace, a harmonious culture. If people are allowed to be who they want to be or who they are, but still remain within the corporate sort of guidelines. But as long as you give clear directions and you have very clear expectations in terms of what the outcome needs to be, people can bring their individualism to that workplace to be able to achieve that. So I think as long as you have very clear expectations and you have very clear objectives, the journey as to how you actually achieve that is just as important in terms of this. And this is where individualism comes into it. And I think organizations are actually changing as a result of celebrating individualism more as part of that process to actually achieve results rather than doing things by the rule book or by the playbook.
Thank you for joining us on today's episode of Unboxing What Matters. Subscribe and follow us on social media to stay on top of all that's to come in the season ahead.